Hey guys, I'm Nikki Dinky. Welcome to my kitchen. Today we're talking about peanut butter cookies. One of my absolute favorites. I remember being so young and putting the little crisscrosses on the top of the peanut butter cookies, and those were good days. But you know, sometimes you get those peanut butter cookies that are really dry and they're not chewy or moist and yuck. Don't worry, I've got the solution. I've got the perfect peanut butter cookie recipe, so just stick with me because we're gonna make some chewy, ooey, delicious peanut butter cookies. Okay, so peanut butter cookies, let's get started because the quicker we make these, the quicker we're eating them. And ooh, when they're fresh out of the oven and they're warm, okay, it's gonna be a good night. I might be having peanut butter cookies for dinner. I am gonna start with 2 cups of all-purpose flour, just regular old flour. We're gonna add a ½ teaspoon of baking soda, and of course, a little pinch or about a ¼ teaspoon of salt. Salt always brings out the flavors of sweet and savory things. I'm gonna combine that together, give it a little whoosh so that it's kind of more of a one thing. And then we'll move on to our butter and our sugar. Okay, so we're just gonna set aside these dry ingredients, move on to our sugar and butter, which, yes, there are plenty of in this recipe. We are gonna start with 1 cup and a ¼ cup each of regular, just white sugar, and I've got some dark brown sugar here. Dark brown sugar has more molasses than light brown sugar. So you could use light brown sugar, but the dark brown sugar really gives the cookie a depth of flavor, and I pretty much use it whenever I can because I really love just the taste of it alone, if you can't tell. All right, so 1 1/4 cups each. 2 sticks of nice soft butter. Get these in our mixer till they're nice and combined, and then we can add in everything else. All right, moving right along. I've got, see my handy tricks? I've got 3 eggs in one hand. Look at me. I've got 3, yeah, I caught it. All right, so maybe my 3 eggs in one hand is not the best way to handle your eggs, but I can't believe I didn't make a mess because usually that would end up on my floor. Anyway, I've got 3 eggs. I'm adding in 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract and of course, 1 cup of peanut butter. I prefer creamy. You can put in whatever you like. We're gonna mix these up until we've kind of incorporated some air. We want them kind of fluffy. And then we're gonna add in our dry ingredients and we've got cookies. All right, this is perfect. It's not gonna be super fluffy. I mean, it's not the kind of ingredients that can get really fluffy, but you can just kind of tell it's got some air in it. And if you taste it, besides the fact that it tastes really good, you don't taste as many of those sugar granules as you might have earlier on. They've kind of started to really incorporate and even dissolve a little bit. So this is really good. From this point on, we don't want to mix too much. You know, we've been mixing plenty, no big deal, but once you add in your dry ingredients, you just want to mix till you combine it. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna add in our previously mixed together dry ingredients, mix it until just combined, and then start baking. This is so perfect. It even smells good. All right, we are gonna drop these in spoonfuls onto our baking sheet. We're gonna take a fork with a little water on the side and keep on dipping it in the water so we can create nice crisscrosses, but we don't want the batter to stick to our fork because this batter is pretty loose and pretty sticky. Well, I kind of wanted that to stick to my hand so I could eat it. Ooh, there's a little bit. So we're gonna make our crisscrosses. We're gonna put it in a 300-degree oven for anywhere from 15 to 22 minutes. Depends how big you make them. Just remember, do not overbake them, whatever you do. The second they look almost done, maybe the center kind of still looks a little raw, that's when I want you to take them out. I guarantee you they will finish baking while they cool and they will be perfect. The last thing you want to do is overbake them. No matter how good the recipe is, if you overbake them, they're going to be dry, they're going to be gross, yuck. So the second they're almost done, take them out and make sure that you put them on a cooling rack or even your counter. You don't want them to cool on the baking sheet because that's really hot and it's just going to continue to cook it. So really try not to overbake them because if you don't, you are going to love these cookies. Perfection. See, it's not really that brown. It's really just an overall golden color. Even the underside, it's not very brown. It's just kind of golden. I have a couple over there that are a little brown around the edges, and to me, they're really a little overbaked. So keep a close eye on them. These ones only baked for about 15 minutes, so really on that low end. My oven was pretty well heated, obviously, but they should be a nice golden brown, a little soft in the center, and they're perfect. I did kind of lie before. I haven't made these in a while and I forgot how much they actually do spread out. So leave a little bit of room around them so that they can, well, spread out. All right guys, enjoy your peanut butter cookies. I'll see you next time. Have fun in the kitchen.